All right, I kept my word, and we back at it. Back at it for week number 2 of the podcast. After JT season and everything, I said this time it's the podcast where we just talk about whatever, and we're gonna talk about sports. And I know once again I'm here by myself. 'Cause I'm recording like late at night, and I'm not gonna wake up CJ to come record something 3, 4 in the morning. I don't know what that nigga be doing at 3, 4 in the morning. Sometimes be working or up, so I don't know. But we want to keep trying to make these episodes that so when we get into like a what we when we find what the podcast is gonna be after the high school season. So we know sports. I don't know if some of those niggas from Longview said, "Oh, these guys don't know sports," and and we know people are gonna talk and we don't care because people listen to us, and I think it's just our duty or my goal to keep giving you the content of talking about thoughts on the sports and to make it interesting, make it funny, whatever. Because I mean, what the hell, y'all listen to me? Like, what else is there to listen to or watch? You can watch ESPN, you can watch Undisputed, and like you can watch Pat McAfee show, and they actually are more like what we want to be, kind of like how I like the would like my show to be. And I'm surprised that ESPN let the McAfee show get on there because so many sensitive people and stuff. I'm pretty sure the people still probably claim, "Oh, who is this?" But I love Pat McAfee show. I like how he pulls, how he like plans the show out, how they go through the after the show, and they just, I like that. And you just get, he don't say whatever. But anyway, we got to get into. I'm gonna go high school, college, NFL. That's what's on the agenda right now until I get with CJ and we start getting to this. Cause we got another name for the other podcast, and that's when it's gonna probably be when it's gonna be two. So this one with the sports, you'll probably more so hear me a lot more by myself, and then the other one that we're gonna do, it'll be up both of us, cause we'll be able to get together and make these episodes. So get into the first, so let's just get the high school out the way. Lindale went down. I think they was down. Well, they went down, but they was up like 14-0 at one point, and they ended up losing like 28-14 or something. Like I said, I was impressed by their offense last week when they won that game. I still can't believe how they can win games around a quarterback with that offense, but they they go down. So the Chapel Hill Lindale matchup does not happen. And so Chopper has to face that team that they lost to, our Colony. But the big matchup will be Kilgore and Chapel Hill if both of those teams win next week. That's the 4A, and that's what we're hoping. And most likely the game will be at Rose Stadium on a Friday night. I really hope it be a Saturday night. Yeah, Friday night. Let me see. What we got? Do we got a bash? I'm thinking. I'm looking there. Well, not next week because I haven't even we haven't got a flyer for the damn whatever the bad. What's y'all birthday? What's who y'all listening? What's the next sign? Um, I'm lazy to look it up, but looking at my schedule here, next week will be like December 1st. So yeah, we might. I don't know. Usually the first week of the first week of the month we had those bashes. So damn, I gotta get my music back up. But anyway, hopefully that match up. And in the 5A, Longview went up and they took care of business and they got to go against Lancaster. I would just like to see that matchup just because I want to see a Lancaster band. But it's a team they beat already early in the season. They put points up against them, but then Longview kind of pulled away. So it was a closer game than we probably thought it was going to be. But they might be able to out Tatum in the game, their best player at Longview, and without I don't know how sure this is, but without their quarterback Tut. And but I said this earlier that he was probably gonna be the reason they lose the game. He's gonna throw a pick because I don't think he's not a good thrower. So maybe that's a blessing in disguise that they can use it. But guess what? I don't know who the backup is. I think it was Tatum. To tell you the truth, because when they were the two quarterback system, they was putting Tatum in at quarterback because Tuck was just not that guy first of the game when they lost that game. So like I don't know what they gonna do, but they better do something because if they lose this game, like I said, I got some videos in the waiting for the Longview fans. That this for the certain guys. Y'all know where y'all are. But anyway, let's talk about some real football now. Not real, but just some college. Get the high school. People that listen to me, y'all listen to me for the NFL, so y'all probably don't know what the hell I'm talking about with this high school, but it's really popular in Texas. If you're not from here, y'all know. Y'all don't know, but if you come from, y'all know. High school football is damn near better than the NFL. But the quick rundown, college football, the top 10, looks like everything stayed the same. Georgia is number one. Ohio State, Michigan, Washington. I think they moved up. They moved up. Yeah, they moved up from Florida State, Oregon, and then Texas sitting at that 7. Alabama sitting at 8. Oh my God, these niggas, they really keep trying to bring Alabama up. So Alabama pretty much, if they somehow beat Georgia, they will, there's no reason they're not going to be in the playoffs. Because the AP just wants them to be in the playoffs. The NCAA just loves Alabama. Whoever the hires, whoever these people are that decide stuff. I'm a Texas fan. I really want Texas to win. But now that Oklahoma went down a few times, them winning their Big 12 championship might not be enough help to push them up. Because if Oklahoma was still undefeated at this point, and I'm pretty sure it would be them facing each other in the Big 12 championship, it would be a better, really big win for them, and they would probably boost them up because it's still the top 4. I think next year they going to like 12 or 10 teams or something like that. But yeah, for some reason I think Oregon. I really kind of like Oregon, their offense. I kind of feel like they're gonna somehow get in there, get in that top 4. Because Ohio State and Washington and Michigan are going to cancel each other out anyway. When one of them, whoever wins this game this weekend. And speaking of that, man, I also want to talk about this is something I think needs to be said. Because a lot of people not really, well, not really, but I don't know if people think like what I think. But the most overrated school of players, and like this is the most overrated college football team, it has to be Ohio State. Like literally, Ohio State is the most overrated college football team in the world. And I get, oh look, why? Like, oh, Ohio State. What are you talking about, Ohio State? They've had some great players, but really, if you think about it, just think about it. Hear me out. Every time they've played in the championship game, besides the ones they won, I think when did they win? They won with Jim Tressel or whatever. I think they won those times, whatever. But other than that, when they lost, they got blown out. Just looked like they shouldn't have been on the field. Most of the years I've seen them, just like Notre Dame got to the championship game, the national championship game, got blown out. What was that, twice? But more so overrated is their quarterbacks, and this is how I want to break it down for you. Let me see. I'm gonna look at something here. Ohio State quarterbacks in the NFL since, let's just go since 2000. The top Ohio State quarterbacks since 2000. Uh, let me see. They got, we can pretty much all these quarterbacks. I'm pretty sure a lot of these guys you're not going to even know. So let's see how many of these guys turn out to be really good quarterbacks. So since it's 2001, Steve Belisari. I said this in my chat. I mean, in my stream the other day about this. We looked this up because we was talking about this shit, and I was like, yeah, man, these niggas is trash. Like they've been trash like forever. I don't know. We're gonna see. Can we find one Ohio State quarterback that's a Hall of Famer or had a great career in the NFL? That's his receiver. Now we can talk receivers too. I'm pretty sure Ted Ginn Jr. brings to mind. He wasn't a top receiver. He was a okay guy. He was a more sort of punt returner guy, speed guy. They've been fast, but they haven't been great. But anyway, Steve Belisari. I don't know what he did, and I don't know where he went. 2002, Craig Krenzel. Now this is the one I think they won the championship with this guy in 2002. And yeah, I remember him. I remember him vividly. I remember the name. He passed for 2,000 yards, 12 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He ran for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. He wasn't a runner, but he did when they went 14-0 that year. Went to the NFL. Where did he go? I don't remember where he went. Don't remember him doing nothing in the college. 2003 in Craig Krenzel. And after Krenzel, it was Justin Zwick. Justin Zwick. Another guy. I never heard of the guy. They finished 8-4 that year. And he was then again, they finished 10-2 the next year with him. And then we go to Troy Smith. Everybody remember Troy Smith. He was good, wasn't he? He was pretty good. Had a stint with the Ravens. Had a stint with the 49ers. I think he was drafted by the 49ers. Like everybody thought, oh, they finna be a nice team. The nigga, but it's not good. He was decent at times, but once again, overrated, bust, couldn't get it done. Then we go to Todd Boukman, 2007. Another guy, never heard of him, never know what he did. They finished 11-2 that year. Don't know where he went to the NFL because he was probably a third stringer or fourth stringer. Then the next notable guy, 2009, Terrell Pryor. We all know about TP. He went to the NFL and became a receiver, and a pretty good receiver, but not a Hall of Fame worthy guy. Like he ain't gonna be in the Hall of Fame as a receiver. He tried to be a quarterback, didn't work out. Turned to a receiver, and he was pretty good. Like he had decent games, but he just disappeared, and I don't know where he is now. I don't even know if he's in the league anymore. But once again, overrated as a quarterback, overrated. And then we go to next 2011. Joe Borserman. Look at this. The name speaks for itself. I don't know this guy. I don't know who this guy was. Don't know where they went in the NFL, if he even went to the NFL. They finished 6-7 that year after Pryor, and so that says it all. But then we go to another one, Braxton Miller. Another one of those guys who had to switch positions because he wasn't good enough at the quarterback position. Did he even go? I think he got drafted as a receiver to the Houston Texans. Well, like I said, he had some few games where this guy might be pretty good, but once again disappeared. Like I said, after his Texans, and they never. I don't know where he is now, but they finished 12-0 that year. They won a state national championship or something like that. And then we getting through some real notable names. Here we go again. J.T. Barrett. This guy was supposed to be the guy. He was good. Remember, this is when they had Braxton Miller, J.T. Barrett, and Cordell Jones, who should be next, I think, it is listed. But they had all three of those guys at one time, and they was like all on the field at one time, playing at one point of the field season one time. That was pretty interesting. They had three quarterbacks, something like that. It was real crazy. But once again, I don't know. I remember. I feel like he got drafted to the Patriots as a backup, but never did anything. Once again, overrated. And then, like I said, just talking about this guy, Cordell Jones. Rest in peace to the guy, man. Tragic how he got hit by a car. His last stint was in Pittsburgh. He was a backup, but he's probably was going to be the starter. He was probably fighting for a starting job there because him and Fitzpatrick. Was it Mitch Trubisky? No, Mitch, I'm not a bitch. Trubisky. He wasn't for that dude was just garbage. Once again, he wasn't a runner guy, but he had an arm. He was more passive. We all seen what happened in the NFL with the Washington Redskins or Commanders, whatever you want to call them now. This wasn't good. And we keep going. Once again, J.T. Barrett. So I don't know. So he didn't go to the NFL after that year. So Cordell took over and then he came back. Well, anyway, nevertheless, J.T. Barrett. He was 3 years for these guys. He went 2016. Well, he went 2014. Cordell took over in 2015 because it was an injury. Remember, all of them got injured or something like that. He came back and took over in 2016 and 2017. And then I'm tripping. Okay, I'm tripping bad. I know y'all like, nigga, Cordell Jones is not the one who passed away, but Cordell Jones still wasn't good. He was a bust. Like I said, I still feel like he went to the Patriots or something like that. But this was the guy, Dwayne Haskins. He was the one who passed away, got hit by the car. Sorry about that. And like I said, he went to the Steelers. His last name was in the Steelers, but he was not good when he went to the Redskins. He just wasn't good, and it was just another stint of another Ohio State quarterbacks that just couldn't get it done. And now we're getting close to some notable names that's more familiar. And 2019 Justin Fields. We all see what Justin Fields is right now. And he's up and down. Could he be better with some better receivers, better talent around him? Maybe, but he hasn't proven. The Bears are garbage. They're not that good. And once again, Ohio State quarterback, overrated. And then C.J. Stroud. Now, could this one break the curse of overrated and bad quarterbacks? He is looking pretty good. He had a pretty bad game this Sunday, but they did end up winning because he threw 3 picks, but he did make plays when it happened. But he's on the Texans. As of now, we'll see. Let it go him. But as of now, we ain't putting him in the Hall of Fame, but he could. He most likely Rookie of the Year. So at best, he's probably done better than most Ohio State quarterbacks that's been in the game, that's been to the NFL since him. And that is it, because in the quarterback they got now, I don't think he's on this list. I forgot his name, but well, yeah, here he is. Kyle McCord. He's known for, I don't know. I don't even think. I can tell you now. I don't think he's gonna do anything. Or if he will even be a draft pick, a high pick in the draft. I doubt it. But yeah. So that's what I mean. Think about it. Most overrated school, overrated quarterbacks, Ohio State. Now let's go next week. We look at the receivers. Let's look at all the receivers from Ohio State since 2000, and let's see if any of them had any good careers. So that's what that is. Now speaking of NFL, let's go ahead and talk about the NFL. Recap of the season. Already know that the Chiefs lose to the Eagles. That's the most recent game, and I'm watching the game like, how does MVS just miss that pass? Pat does not have no receivers. And it's crazy because Kelsey, when they gonna double him and key on him, it's gonna be hard. The other guys gotta make, but these niggas cannot catch. Like, they got so many. They got the most drops in the NFL. That is unbelievably crazy. How he still ran a Super Bowl with those guys. He did have Juju. Juju was definitely not that good, but he helped a lot in winning the Super Bowl. But maybe if Juju was there, could he would have caught something? I mean, maybe he would have caught, because he's throwing to Justin Watson, whoever these guys. These guys are like fourth. They were at best. All these guys, these receivers he throwing to are like fourth options on any other team. Valdez Scantling was like the third or fourth option for Aaron Rodgers when he was on the team. It's ridiculous, but it's just how Pat is just so good that he can make these guys. He can get the ball to you in the right spot. It's up to them to catch the ball, and that's what they're not doing. They're not catching. They're just, it's ridiculous, man. But as we go along the season, man, pretty much we recap through the week, though. The most surprising thing, when I go back to this Broncos-Vikings game, that's the next game up. I don't know what's going on with Russell Wilson, but if they keep winning, they might be a scary team to face, like, going down the line. Like, just how you see how they played the Chiefs. You see how they played the Minnesota Vikings. Think of that, just keep winning, they somehow make the playoffs. I don't believe they will, but they got a favorable schedule to kind of do that. But they might play. They could, at least they can play playoff spoiler for somebody, beat somebody who needs to win to get the playoffs or something. They could probably do that. They just playing better football than I expected. I just thought Russell Wilson was gonna be the last year's Russell, but he actually not. And then Rams Seahawks. I don't know. It's just a divisional game, I guess. Cause we put 40 up on these dudes. The Rams, Seahawks just they lose by 1. I guess it's division. I guess you just gotta say whatever is happening. The Jets get blown out by the Bills. Zach Wilson is garbage. I think they gotta just cut this guy. I mean, if Aaron Rodgers comes back, let him. But they gotta say, look, you can't play, man. They tried and tried. Like, dude, they gave him so many chances, and he just keeps going with it. We all know the 49ers gonna beat the Buccaneers. Purdy's back to playing pretty good again. It's kind of scary when he's being acted like, cause even the game he lost, he wasn't playing terrible. I still don't believe he can be any good anywhere else but here. Kind of like Nick Foles is only good with the Eagles system. Same thing. I think Purdy is only good with this 49er system. It's just whatever Kyle Shanahan's system makes bad quarterbacks look good. Giants, Commanders. I don't know how the hell Giants beat the Commanders. It's just, I don't know. We all knew the Cowboys beating the Panthers. I mean, look at them. Texans, like I said, we just talked about that. C.J. Stroud, good win there. Chargers, Packers, They pull off a win. I told my subs before the season that them Kellen Moore offense, he gonna get exposed. Now nobody's talking about Kellen Moore. They're saying why they all talking about Staley, but I told them no. Watch, the Kellen Moore offense is the same 2-3 plays, and yeah, they were putting up points. They have in the offense, a pretty good offense, but you see what they did to the Cowboys when the Cowboys played them, because you know he's gonna want some slants. He's gonna want to come back and run the ball on first down. It was just notable. But anyway, Titans Jaguars. Ryan Tannehill got benched. Not benched, but he's hurt. But he probably gonna stay benched, and he probably gonna get off the team. So he's gone. But they got this rookie, and he's gonna He's gonna go through some rookie growing pains. Yeah. Raiders Dolphins. They played them hard. So I'm feeling like they should give Antonio Pierce that job. Cause I mean Miami can put 70 up on somebody. They didn't show what they can. Um, the Lions and the Bears, they coming a close one. And they had a close game with the Bears, and they really believe that the Lions are going to be anything. Yeah, they beat the Chiefs, okay. But no, I don't believe in Jared Goff. I don't believe he's going to be that good. Browns and Steelers, they win 10-13, but I think it's more because they don't got no quarterback. The Browns got their rookie quarterback starting. I mean, they got a good defense. Let's put it all pretty much they're kind of like the Ravens now, the 2000 Ravens. They got a quarterback that can just don't lose the game for us, and we'll take it a rest. Speaking of the Ravens, they beat the Bengals 34-20. That's my Super Bowl pick if the Chiefs don't make it. So let's go with my picks, man. We got Thanksgiving game tomorrow. Thanksgiving game, we got 3 of them. The Seahawks and 49ers going to be a good one, though. All right, so Packers, Lions. This is now that the Lions, like I just shitted on the Lions like they weren't good, but I think the way they even play, I picked the Lions over the Packers. Commanders, Cowboys, of course. I think the Cowboys are going to win that. 49ers, Seahawks. I picked the 49ers to win, but just like the Vikings game, I had a feeling that could happen. The Seahawks could make this interesting. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go upset Seahawks by a point. Dolphins and the Jets. I think the floodgates are going to start falling down. The Jets are going to start getting exposed on offense. Defense, they can still cut, but they're not going to beat the Dolphins. I'm taking Miami. Colts and Buccaneers. I feel like the Bucs can win that. The Colts don't got nothing much to play for. Patriots and Giants, 2 of the worst teams in the league right now. I think the Patriots are even worse, though. I'm going to take the Giants. Steelers and Bengals. 2 teams need some wins here. It's an important game for the Bengals, but they don't got their starting quarterback. And the Steelers do, but they just fired their coordinator, Matt Canada. And people think that he's the reason. So, you know what? Just because the Bengals still got Jamar Chase, I'm going to take the Bengals. Panthers, Titans, I don't know what to say about this game. Somebody got to win. And I think the Titans win. Texans, Jaguars. This is a nice, important game here. It's a big game for both. Now we can see what the Texans are really about. Can they beat the Jaguars? You just seen Trevor Lawrence have a real bad game against 49ers. I'm going Texans. Then the Saints and the Falcons. I don't know who the hell is the quarterback for the Falcons. Jameis, anybody, I don't know. The Saints. Who quarterback for the Saints? Who the quarterback for the Falcons, too? They both benched them. You know what? I'm going to go Falcons. Cardinals and Rams. Kyler Murray back. I'm going Cardinals. Browns, Broncos. This is a nice test for the Broncos. They can get past this one, then they might be legit, but I'm still going Browns. Bills and Eagles. Now, this one is interesting because the Bills can be good or they can be the bad version of the Bills. But for the most, I think I'm just going to take the Eagles. Chiefs and Raiders got to bounce back. I know the Chiefs. Ravens and Chargers, going with the Ravens. And Bears and Vikings. I think Bears still suck. So I'm going Vikings. And that is the picks of the week, and that's where we gonna end this. I hit right at 30 minutes. That's good. Yeah. So next week, man, we're gonna be talking about whatever I got to say about this season. Maybe, hopefully, it'll be the other podcast startup. You never know. I got a Madden podcast I want to do. A lot of stuff I want to do, man. But hey, we out here.